Hi, I'm Amy. Welcome to my channel. So, I try to go out for a hike or walk every day, and at this time of year, which is October for viewers in the future, I'm finding a lot of these pine cones. Today, we are talking about pine trees and pine cones, their symbolism and magic. Conifer forests are some of the oldest on Earth, and with that age comes great wisdom and energy. Depending on where you live, you may have pines, spruces, or firs near your home. All of these plants make cones as a way to reproduce. For the sake of simplicity, I'm going to focus on pine cones. Pine trees are also highly important trees for wildlife. Not only does the wildlife eat the cones, but the trees are home to many insects which support bird life, and they also provide shelter and homes for many different species. Cones are the female reproductive structure of the tree. The female cones are woody. Male cones are more like flowers and produce pollen. This relationship was noticed by our ancestors, and cultures around the world see the cone as a symbol of fertility. Take a moment to check out our resource page on the website. Books are available as PDF versions and as paperbacks on Amazon. Yesterday, I added a free download for a pet protection spell. Place pine cones under your pillow to increase fertility. You can also hang them under your bed. You may also choose to wear a small cone or a necklace as a medallion. Pine cones are a symbol of protection. Placing pine cones on windowsills and next to doors gives your house protection. You can also string them and hang them outside a window. The pine cone wreath came about as a symbol of protection, a great thing to make for Yule decorations. Having a Yule crafting party is always a great time to incorporate pine cones and pine boughs into some beautiful holiday decorations. As this also looks like traditional Christmas decor, it can be a great way for a witch who is still in the broom closet to express themselves. Pine resin is great for spellcasting. It's a great aid in protection spells and can also be used to anoint candles. Conifer trees produce resin to protect the tree when it has been damaged by animals or a storm. Here is a great way to use resin for spells. For your ingredients, you will need a red candle and pine resin, which you can purchase online or at a metaphysical store. It typically comes in chunks or already made into a powder. A mortar and pestle to grind the herbs. Gather dried herbs of protection. Rosemary, sage, lemongrass, basil, bay leaves, and black cohosh are all good ones. A crystal for protection, such as black tourmaline, obsidian, and amethyst, is also needed. Cleanse your space and set your intention. Start by grinding herbs and mixing them together. Place the herbs in a bowl and grind your resin. It smells wonderful. Mix the resin and herbs together, focusing on your intention while you are mixing. Place your crystal in the jar and add the herb resin mix. You can drip a few drops of candle wax on the jar just to strengthen it. Your spell, just to strengthen your spell. You don't want to seal the jar. Use the mixture to anoint candles. You can also sprinkle it on windowsills for home protection or put it in a pretty dish and place it on a table. It can also be used when casting a circle. Burning pine logs and pine cones helps banish negative energy. Pine is associated with air and communication. Focus on a pine cone's energy. Feel your energy being renewed. I like to gather pine needles and make tea. The tea provides clarity and is a good drink while practicing divination. Growing some herbs on a windowsill is a great way to connect with your inner witch. You can blend their protective qualities with connecting with nature and have some culinary and spell ingredients handy. Another fun fact that shows our human connection with the pine cone: our pineal gland, located in the brain, is named after pine cones because it resembles them. Like the pine cone, the pineal gland is sensitive to light and helps control the circadian cycle of sleep and wakefulness by secreting melatonin. The pineal gland is often said to be in touch with our third eye, so we are back to that connection with enlightenment. Many spiritual traditions believes it serves as a connection between the physical and spiritual worlds. Pagans focus on opening that third eye to gain wisdom and intuition. Meditation among pine trees or placing pine cones around you as you meditate can enhance that third eye connection, channel energy, and heighten spiritual awareness. Take some time as a family to go out into the forest and connect with the trees. Passing on the knowledge is an important aspect of paganism. Chicomacotl, the Aztec god of agriculture and nourishment, often held an offering of pine cones in her hands. Her name means 7 snakes, and she is associated with prosperity. The staff of Osiris had 2 snakes curling around and up the staff with a pine cone at the top, most likely the native species Phoenician juniper. Ironically, Christians still have pine cones in their candle holders, and the Catholic Pope has a pine cone on his staff. As the goddess of love and fertility, Venus was also associated with pine cones. I hope you find some pinecone magic this season. I have found them to be particularly powerful in my practice. Please subscribe and let me know in the comments what videos you would like to see. Thanks for watching and have a very witchy day.